Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm Julie with Bookshelf by Julie. Today we're on day 4. We still have a lot more to do, but today we're on day 4, so we're going to focus on that. I'll bring this back if I don't forget, and we'll mark off day 4. What we're going to do today is stacked pockets. I've been making a few of these. They're gusseted, so that when you put them on a page, you've got lots of room behind them. And this one's gusseted as well. So, I'm going to show you how to do this. It's pretty simple, really. All you're going to need is the usual supplies. Okay. A paper trimmer or scissors, whichever one you want to go with. A scoreboard if you have one. A bone folder. Ruler, paper, or cardstock. I use lightweight cardstock because that's how I roll. Glue and or double stick tape. With me it's always and. So that's just the basics. I use a brayer. I use a squeegee tool. This is what I call a squeegee tool. Pokey tool of some kind. I call this my cricket picker because it's a weeding tool. But anyways, things like that. You don't have to have them, but they're always handy to have. So that's just more or less the basic supplies, right? Now I'll put these measurements, if you want to make them the same size as mine, I'll put them down in the description box below. If you don't see them, remember to click on the show more button and it'll drop down and show you everything that's in there. So we've got 5.5 by 4 for the pocket base, the back of it. And then on the front side, we've got 5.5 by 2.5. And we're going to score on the 1/2 inch on the bottom and the sides. This is really simple, guys. Very beginner friendly. Very easy to do. So let's do it. I'm using scraps from making the photo flips and the expandable pockets. I'll talk eventually. It happens, you know. Oh, hold on a minute. I forgot my other doohickey. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. It's this. I call it my doohickey. I call a lot of things that. But anyways, this is it's a scorer and a trimmer in one, and it's just easier and more convenient when I'm doing videos to have it scoring and trimming at the same time. I don't know. It's just me. I've had this for an age and a day, so I don't know why I hadn't thought about using it before. Because I always use it up yonder, you know? Up yonder. Okay, so we're going to go with, let me put my notes where I can see them. 5.5. Which is the length of this already. It's pretty cool. Okay, and then we're going to do 4.5 for the height. So that's not quite. Oh. Now let me get confused over my notes, okay? So 5.5 by, that's 3.5. That's not big enough. Let me go get some more scraps because this, I want to use up all my scraps. But I'll be back. Okay, let's try this again. This one is 4 inches this way already. So we're going to go with 5.5, which is half of the page if you're using US letter size. Just saying. 5.5. Put me a little line there. And we're going to trim it. If you've got scraps, that's great. If you don't, just do 5.5 by 4, and then you've got 2 pieces that are the right size. Okay, well, one's going to get smaller, and one's going to stay the same size it is. Okay, so Yep, there's 2 pieces here, I know. Okay, we're going to put one to the side, not that side. We're going to put one to the side, and we're going to bring in our, why I moved it out of the way, I don't know. I'm running on maybe a quarter of a tank today for some reason. Brain fog and all that. Okay, so I'm going to say this is the top of my pocket, okay? All right, so we're going to do 1/2 inch there, 1/2 inch there, and then 1/2 inch here. Okay, that'll be my base. Can you see the ridges? When you score it, it just makes that easier to fold, okay? So that's the base, the big part of the pocket. The other part of the pocket is 5 1/2 this way, so that's right. And we need 2 1/2. So let's go back to the other way. I could have done all my cutting and then all my, I'm just not quite, you know, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. Okay, 2 1/2. Put that to the side. That can be used as a belly band, guys. Don't get rid of those. Okay, now we're going to change it back over. Sorry, I'm giving this thing exercise today too, huh? Okay, so we're going to do on each end 1/2 inch. I wanted these to have some, I don't know, oomph to them. So 1/2 inch gussets gives you a lot of room in your pocket. Just saying. Okay, so now I'm done with this for a while. Okay. All right, let's get these. We're going to fold that way, and that way, and that way. And then we're going to fold this way. And if you saw me just there touching that, that's one of these go sort of pressed in, and one of them on the other side is like lumpy. Okay, so I'm folding on towards the one that's pressed in. Some people call them a mountain in a valley. I mean, it's, if you want to do that to help you remember, that's fine. Okay, scissors is what I'm needing. Okay, so we're going to take just a little wedge off in here. Now, you can use whatever you want to use to do this. Some people use a craft knife. I just think scissors are easy to do this with, okay? I'm trying to do it beginner friendly all the way, so I'm trying to do it from the fold out. That's easier for you to trim than doing it the other way around. You won't get too ski-wampus with it, okay? All right, now there's that one. Here we go. We're going to do this one the same way. And just, you're taking a little wedge, go up to the corner. Oh, I'm still trying to do it beginner friendly, right? Okay. Just take the slightest little bit off it. And this corner too. Yeah, 1/4 of a tank. On my thinking, on my cognitive whatevers. I don't know. Okay, so we've got these done that way now. What we're going to do is give them a good press down. And some people call this burnishing, which you can call it that if you want to. You're just getting a good crease on those. And that helps when you're putting things together. Now, this is going to be the back, so we won't really be doing a whole lot with that until we put it in a journal. And then we'll, you know, put tape on there and all that kind of stuff. This one is the one we're adding on. Before I do that, I want to go ahead and ink it because I don't want to put it on there without doing that. It's kind of weird, but yeah. I don't want to, I mean, I'll probably put lace on there and you won't be able to tell it that much. But I do like the vintage look. So a little inking. Doesn't take but a minute, right? and we can move on with our lives. This one can still be inked after the fact, but this one, that part, not so much. Okay, so we'll put our, we'll put this one. We're going to use this one. I don't know if it's been started. It has. I have used it. Okay, we're just going to use, I think this is a 1/4 inch on my tape. And you just need any kind of straight edge to sort of do that with. Some people use a craft knife to do this with. Craft knives are good, but sometimes they can be a little dangerous. With me they can. So yeah, I just use the squeegee tool. It's easy. I mean, you know, just put it there and pull that off and it tears right off. Okay, now I'm going to squeegee this tape down, and boy, when we get through with this, at least I am going to have a lot of stuff in my stash. If you guys are doing this with me, you're going to have a lot of stuff in your stash. And then when we go to build a journal, you just pull it out. It's so much fun to do that. Oh yeah, I've already got that made, huh? Right? And then you can just put some fussy cuts. Most journal kits, I say most, have some fussy cuts or things in the journal kit that you can fussy cut out. Or you can use die cuts or lace. I love the lace. Any kind of, I don't know, they have these mulberry papers. Those are really fun. Mulberry paper flowers. Finish my thought and sentence. Mulberry paper flowers. Those are pretty. You can do all kinds of stuff. You can use all kinds of stuff to decorate this. I always put my bottoms of my pockets on first because it's just easier for me. If that's not easier for you, then do it another way. Do whatever's easy for you. This is just easy stash building, fun stuff that we can, you know, build up and do a bunch of stuff without having to build this because we already did. I've got my my little holding thing over there is getting a little full. I'm gonna have to get another holding thing because yep. Okay, so now I'm gonna put this one in under there. You can also put thumb notches in these. I don't put a lot of thumb notches anymore. I used to do a lot of that, but I usually end up putting lace on there, so I don't do a lot of thumb notches, but you can. Before you put it on, put a thumb notch in the middle. You can put one up here too. Some people say it makes it easier to get something in and out. I mean, if it's going under there and you're not going to see it, then I can see that. But if it's a journal card or a tag, generally it's poking out, so that's easy to get out in and out anyway. So there you go. Now, when you go to put it in a journal, you would, of course, put your tape or your glue, whatever, on your hinges there, on your gusseted pieces, and put it in your journal. Then you've got a big pocket, little pocket, stacked pocket, right? I've got, let's see, I've got a couple more here. We may as well do them. I mean, you know, they're already ready to do. We're just going to put these on there. It's been fun thinking of different things that I can do to build my stash and do crafts 100 days in a row. Okay, so you know I'm not doing 100 days in a row. I mean, I'm doing it, but I'm taking a little bit of a card from can't think and talk at the same time. I can't do this and talk. Anyways, Margaret said, oh no, I'm not doing, you know, one video every day and put it up. She did, where she did a couple of videos a day or whatever she could do. And then did it that way. And that's what I'm doing. I mean, you have to, because sometimes you got to have a break in between. Or you're working on another project, and that's another part of it, is that if you're doing your regularly scheduled program, which I do Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, if anybody didn't know, if you're new here. So, yeah, I do that, and so I have to do a couple of these, and one of those, and several of that other thing, and I'm just doing what I can do, you know. So this will get done, and there will be 100 days of videos with crafting. That's really cool. Okay, there's that one. They're really fun and easy. Once you get these done, I mean, like cut out, they're so fast to put together. And I mean, all you're doing is just cutting out 5, what was it, 5.5? I gotta look now. 5.5 by 4. Cut out as many of those as you want for your bases. And then 5.5 by 2.5. Then you score it. I mean, really, it's easy. And these are really nice to put into a journal. And they hold a lot. They'll hold tall tags. If you put them at the bottom of the page, they'll hold tall tags back there. And, you know, I'm just saying, if you have a whole lot of stuff already made, it's just, I don't know, it makes the journaling fun and easy. And even when you're making these things, you think, well, that's not the fun and easy. It is fun and easy, because you dream about the journals you're going to make, the things you're going to do with them. You could put this in a, you could even put this in a birthday card. I mean, seriously. Gift card in there, you know. Oops, let's get this tape backer off. You could make this into a birthday card. You can do all kinds of things with these. They could be standalone items. Just, you know, cut the gussets off. Or don't make them to begin with. Whatever way you want to do it. And if you wanted them to be a flat pocket, not have gussets, you could do 4.5 on the width, and 5.5 on this one still, and put it down as a flat pocket. But I like the gusset, so yep, it'll hold a lot that way. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Seems to be my lucky number. So we've got 7 of them made now. All kinds of fun, super easy. This was, let me see. Day 4. Gusseted stacked pockets. Now you can make stacked pockets without a gusset. I do that a lot too. I just wanted these ones. Checked off. Day 4, done and done. I won't say dusted because it's not completely done until you know, put a little lace on there, some fussy cuts, or mat it with some paper that you're going to use, that you're using in the journal. Whatever you want to do with it. Again, these are just background pages from my favorite background papers in my Etsy shop. But yeah, day 4 is done. And we've got a whole bunch of gusseted pockets, which is really cool to have in your stash, right? So by the time we get done with this, we may have a whole, I don't know, several journals just ready to just put together, just slap stuff together, right? Okay. I will quit rambling on now. We've taken long enough. It's supposed to be a short video, right? Okay. You guys take care. Please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. TTFN.